Okay. And there's the final achievement for Danya. The part that's accessible. And then
Man.
all that once was, but is no longer.
This fucking sucks.
I think this is a very well played out thing to do, to see the place at its height and then see what's left. That's very well done, and that's super heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's just the fucking tragedy of it all. So many like beautiful places that just got completely annihilated.
By higher beings.
Mm-hmm. Moral of the story: don't fuck with pale beings. They're just bad news. God, those two fucking kill me.
Goodbye. Well, that sucks. Anyway, let's go play some flea carnival games. No, I'm not going through the putrid ducts at this hour. Absolutely not. I am curious to know what happened to the Carney game in the Marrow. Also,
Yeah, I never checked on that again.
I do love that. I wish I knew which other enemies would stop to sing, because that's super interesting. That's the only enemy I've seen that's been affected by the Needlein.
I have worked it on a couple other ones. I assumed it was a traveler-only one because of how the crest expands into a harp when you're at, max silk, or at least enough silk for a heal.
Oh?
But no, it'll work with whatever crest you're using.
Oh.
Which is a bit odd, because that means I still don't quite exactly know what the special thing for this crest is.
The traveling one? The Wanderer?
Yeah, because it does seem like it's the crits, but...
I assume it's just the moveset.
I think it's also it's Hollow Knight's moveset, so it's like if you really are having a hard time playing this game, here's the baby boy moveset from the previous game. Like, which I did beat it with, so... Cut swiftly and nimbly with short, precise strikes. Yeah, I guess maybe. Fuckers.
Fucking brute. That fucking quest line with the crest of the witch was absolutely
That was so fucked.
ridiculous.
I was like, I trust you. You gave me a cool thing, so I'll trust you. And then it's like, you will now incubate my brood like fucking xenomorph style. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Legitimately, I was sitting there like, we are not fucking with Rosemary's Baby right now. like why? We are not fucking with this baby.
Yeah, so, like, imagine you're playing this game, and you somehow stumble into that quest where you have never seen the other guy, and have no idea where to go. Because
So
I
you
don't
just
think
have to go
any
that
of the...
screaming baby for the entire fucking game.
Well,
No.
like, if you did the part of it with the witch in the woods, again,
Oh yeah.
but didn't know where the guy was to get it extricated,
Oh yeah.
or extracted,
My guess is that other NPCs would lead you to it. There seems to be a lot of contextual dialogue based on certain key events. I feel like, the Tavern Keep or Bellheart, since they said they were disgraced from Bellheart, I feel like the most likely outcome would have been like the shopkeeper or the bell guy out front would have been, oh, well, we used to have a physician, but they suck. They're somewhere in Greymore now, I would guess. That would be my assumption, considering that since Yardaby was specifically ousted from Bellheart.
Speaking of that quest line, I am I was not expecting to be so sad that those two died.
Oh, the little roach guys in Sinner's Road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be as sad as I was, but that was just such a like depressing thing to see when we went in there.
I mean, even if they weren't very notable people, they were still people. They were nice. You did
They
them a
were
good
literally just
turn.
like the only friendly faces in Center's Road.
Then they got crushed by rocks.
It is interesting doing that one in Act 2 instead of Act 3, though.
What happens in Act
Because they make
3?
You know what happens in Act 3. You're in Act 3.
Well, no, as in, like, you didn't get those until later. Oh, wait, you're not in Act 3 yet. I wonder if they would just, like, you wouldn't even have to do it. They would just be on the ground. Like, they're dead. Here's your tool. You know?
Yeah.
Unless I
Well,
misunderstood
that is
what
what
you
happened
meant.
with. No, that's what happened with you in Act 3. What happens in Act
Yeah.
2 is they ask you to pay for the steel spines.
Oh.
So I also kind of sit there and imagine, like, oh, okay. Imagine you're stuck there with this crest that you cannot heal with, having to farm up a significant number of rosaries.
The cage is now very broken. I didn't realize.
Oh, is it? Probably got crushed by a falling rock.
Yeah.
Probably because I accidentally broke the bridge and they never fixed it. I jumped up and down on it a couple of times, okay? I thought it would be more durable than that. Oh, dear. Yeah, no, that's just a straight-up fallen rock. Also, I love the sudden realization I had at how... I was like, wow, that's not a deep fall. And then I realized, oh. Oh, never mind. Hornet fell a huge distance. They fell from... Whoop. That's
She
crazy.
fell from like at least like 1,000 feet.
Pale beings built different.
I mean, she did get fucked up pretty bad.
She did. How beautiful is this starting area? God. I'm sad it's over. God, it was only 5 days ago that I was bright-eyed and like, oh man, what secrets and mysteries does this world have? And now I'm like perfectly parkouring through all of it and like, man, there's nothing left to find. Guess gotta wait another year for DLC.
Actually, it was only 6 months. I'm joking.
That
I think
was
they said they're already in the
crazy.
process of working on stuff, but
I really do hope that we get like... I know it's like... I don't want it to seem like fan servicey. I want to see the Grim Troop again. I'd love to see them... It's clear that they made an effort to expand upon a lot of like barely touched on concepts in Hollow Knight.
yes.
I'm really convinced that we will probably see the Grim Troop. They might not be the central focus of their DLC, but I do have a sensation that they will be here. In some capacity. They're just too notable a force in the previous game to not show up again, because then we get better context, because the game's going to be like, oh wait, hey guys, guess what? All higher beings suck? Sorry, I know you guys are horny for Grim, but he's also kind of not great. And it's like, you take that back, Team Cherry. I will fly to Australia and confront you directly. Haloness is dead.
Like, to put it, I guess, in a more blunt way, the Grim Troop are basically just
Bottom feeders.
vultures.
Yeah. They're just feeding
Which
on the
isn't a bad
remains.
thing.
No, they're
Because
necessary.
vultures play a very vital role, yeah, and it's not like they're not like going out of their way to hurt anybody either. Like
You have to
they're
summon
not
them.
trying to- Yeah, you have to summon them, and even then, they like seemingly like offer a place in their troop, but I don't think that they like go enthralling people. You know.
No, it's very courteous. I also would say another
I feel like
DLC.
it follows vampire rules.
Oh, absolutely. You have to invite them into your home. I also
You
think
have to invite them.
fully. I don't know if it'll be an update to the original game or if it'll be something added to this. But I would be very shocked if we didn't get some kind of DLC that let us revisit Hallownest to see what it's
That
like.
would be
Because it's
so
clear that a time has passed. With Ghost showing up at the end, that's so distinct and visually, like, so... Also, how satisfying is that for me after fucking finally beating the Pantheon of Hallownest? What an amazing choice I made to do that.
Yeah.
But obviously, the Hollow Knight escaped. We didn't get any elaboration on that. because the last we saw of that was them standing there and Hornet's like, what the fuck? So I'm hoping that the Hollow Knight is back. Probably no dialogue because they don't talk. The voice to cry suffering after all. But I have a suspicion that we will either revisit Hallownest, revisit a portion of Hallownest, visit Hornet's memories of Hallownest. I would love to revisit that world and see what it is like now, even if it's on a smaller scale. City of Tears might not be the City of Tears anymore, right?
Yeah.
The lake's drained. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I wasn't sure if you're done. I genuinely hope that maybe in the DLC, it would be really cute and also really interesting if the Hollow Knight actually, like, made their way over, tracking Hornet, and are now just in Farland with us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just imagining, like, I wanted...
Schmoovin'.
I was expecting... Yeah, I'm schmoovin'. I was expecting post-game... where, like, the Hollow Knight would just be there. You'd, like, encounter him in a special moment. It's like, oh my god, hi, what the fuck are you doing here? I told you to stay at Hallownest.
So cool.
Or they're tracking you,
With,
because, like, what happened to you?
Yeah, with,
Random
like, the
boss
void
encounter.
and everything, it would be so interesting to have,
Yeah.
like, one of the vessels around, like, during that instance where there's void everywhere.
I think my favorite part about that moment with Ghost and all the siblings is that it affirms something to me that I knew was true, but was always ambiguous, is that Grandma, I'm busy. Shut up. Jesus. Anyway, as I was saying, was that, Ghost had emotion. They had a will of their own, and, like, they had empathy and cared about people. Because if they didn't empathize or care, they wouldn't have saved Hornet. They wouldn't have come here to save Hornet's life in that moment. That one brief shot of Ghost was all I needed to basically recontextualize them and admittedly give them a bit more of a personality than they ever had. It defined them so completely as I care about the world around me and the people in it. I am not an empty, emotionless machine doing what Daddy told me to do or what I was made to do. He did it, or they did it, because they wanted to make they had the same vision that Hornet has. A better future. And it also brings me such joy to see that what felt like a sad ending at the end of Hollow Knight wasn't as sad as I thought. That he's free. They're free, and they've got this huge family now. They're all chilling out, hanging out in the void.
They've also, become a higher being themselves.
They have, but they're chill.
Which
I
is
hope.
Crazy. Yeah.
Team Cherry, if you
They-
fuck
they're-
this up, if
yeah.
you ruin this for me. Anyway,
I mean, they seemed pretty chill. I will say it is a nice touch though if you think about the Pantheon, like Pantheon of Hallownest, that it did like really show that in a way Ghost it revealed that Ghost cared about Hornet because of the Wigan Nosk fight.
yeah, exactly. That was great.
Yeah,
like
that
Ghost
it
was
such a good thing.
what a perfect way to, without a single word of dialogue spoken, to indicate the emotions or feelings of the character you're playing in that moment. And it's something I never really addressed when we did the Pantheon.
Mm-hmm.
Is absolutely. Ghost, it mimicked Ghost because Ghost didn't have any attachments during the course of the base game of Hollow Knight. But by time of Godseeker, they had met and encountered Hornet multiple times. Guaranteed. So of course they care. Of course they care. That's so good.
It's so nice because, like, just the little hints throughout the game to show that Ghost had emotion of some sort and had a will of their own through, let's say, saving the grubs. They didn't have to do that.
Exactly. Giving Elderbug a flower, bringing the flower to
Giving
the
Elderbug a
grave.
flower, bringing a flower to Oro.
Exactly. Like interacting, sparing the life of the
beating up
Nail
Millibell.
Master.
Beating up Millibell for the money back.
Exactly. They cared about that.
Like, they cared about getting scammed. And they... and it goes to show, like, it's so interesting to think about. Just the little hints along the way. That's very blue. I keep forgetting how obnoxiously bright the lifeblood is. But, there's just a lot that really shows just how much they care, and it's very good. I like it a lot. And then now, here we are again, and shown a perfect example that Ghost cares about Hornet, and has always cared about Hornet. And took control.
Holy shit!
Of,
In my home caves, when once this substance was allowed to flourish, I saw similar aberrations. This is wonder tainted strong with revulsion. The lifeblood.
yeah. Fucking...
Huh.
So apparently, yep, nope. Seems like that sweet, sad little dead girl in their fucking grave might have not been so sweet. Might have been foolish to think this was safe and good to mess with.
Now, Joni herself, I doubt, really had any malicious intention, but it probably was a thing of... Because even she said she couldn't remember anything. Was that... the life... Like, she had enough of it that, like, the lifeblood started to change her, but I don't think that she... I don't think she had anything malicious in mind.
I don't
Granted,
even remember
think...
if she had any dialogue aside from, this is a cozy place, isn't it? Anyway, bye.
She said, like, she's like, I don't remember... She's like, I don't remember, like, I don't know how I got here, but I don't remember much these days. And, with clearly how much, like, lifeblood seems to affect the mind, it would not surprise me if maybe she just
Yep. He's dead.
doesn't know. Oh, is he dead?
Hold on.
Woof.
Not quite. Ew.
Joni
Yeah,
was a
I had a-
Kickstarter backer character. Okay.
Who was?
Joni.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot more than I realized. I know that Cloth and Tiso were, but I never really knew what other notable encounters or places were considered like, oh, these are Kickstarter characters, right? I know that
I know
the
Fox
Seth is the person is deceased. I'd like to learn more about that actually, so I can talk about it more definitively. Ooh.
So I can tell you about it because I happen to be not like involved, but I had seen the post when he was still around, and if I can recall correctly, Seth was with the Lions Foundation, which is I think a lot like it's a cancer foundation, I believe. And one of his, like, I think his big request, if I remember correctly, is that he wanted to have a character in Hollow Knight. I don't think he was technically a Kickstarter backer. I believe he just, like, Team Jerry was like, okay, and they decided to make him, like, Seth's character a part of the main story if you want to get the true ending. And Seth made a post about the fact that he was having a character in Hollow Knight and posted the sketch, which it's pretty true to form. Like, they did it pretty accurately to what he wanted.
I would have no doubt. I would have expected nothing less.
It's... I think and this one is I'm not entirely sure about, but I believe I was told that he did get to play that fight.
That was something I would have hoped. Like, even if he didn't get to play all of
Yeah.
Silksong, getting to
He at
see
least
what
got to
he
see-
wanted,
yeah,
his dream, that
because-
means a lot to me to hear.
Yeah. Because back when they teased the character, because back in I think it was 2022, they had like the Hollow Knight community do like a series of puzzles, and for each puzzle that was solved, they would release another character. To that was going to be in the game. Like, for example, they showed off Grindel, they showed off the Fleas, they showed off Huntress, and then they showed off Seth. And they showed gifs of Seth's fight in like little bits and pieces. And I believe a few months after Seth was announced, Seth passed away at the age of, I believe, 13. 12, 13. But yeah, I've been waiting for a very long time to see Seth because I wanted to see what they did for that character. And admittedly, I felt really bad because you were having like a terrible time, but I'm sitting there just emotional because like I'm not.
Oh no, I
him,
went
but
back
I'm
and
sitting
fought him
there.
again later, and once we beat him, I do like the fight. It
Yeah.
was just so much of the other game. It wasn't his fight. It was the game
Yeah.
itself so fatiguing. There's so
No,
many
I
other
just felt bad
things.
because I was like ascending from just how happy I was to see like Seth in the game. That like you were having a miserable time, but I'm sitting here like, oh my god, it's him. And but yeah, no, you and then I didn't even know that you could see Seth outside of that fight.
I was shocked to see
But
him
apparently
again,
you can.
yeah.
I wonder if you could see him in other places, or it was just gonna be right
I'm
there.
assuming he can. Like, he talks about traveling, so we might see him elsewhere.
That would be so cute.
One
See,
more.
Like it's. Part of me was kind of disappointed at the idea that it was just like a very like not anticlimactic like end to him, but he just kind of like disappeared, and then now he's here.
Flee of a weaver from the furthest edge of Farloom. Flee, sisters. Flee until your strength exhausts. So far you may escape at last her silken sight. To start anew, to sustain, free of web and service eternal. Jesus. To find, like, see, I thought for a minute maybe the Weavers were the bad guys. They were not the bad guys. They were basically forced to play that role by a force that that basically had created them.
Mhm. They were puppets to a higher being.
Only one relic I'm missing. But I am dying, Squirtle. It is 4:30.
It is
So-
7:30 here.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah,
It's a
time.
little late.
So
Just a smidge.
Hornet goes sleepy time, and so do I. Thank you guys for joining me for some good game discussion. That was good. It was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe it's finally done. It's only been what? What was your playtime by the end? Like 70 something hours?
Wait, what?
I said, what was your playtime again? Like 70 something hours?
Yeah, we barely overtook the threshold of 69, which is really
Yeah,
the
damn.
biggest fucking disappointment of this entire experience. I'm gonna get a
Well,
refund.
you'll just have to do another playthrough and get the 69 on the dot.
That'd be too much effort. I'd rather just do the 5-hour speed run. Knowing how the game works now, I would just like make a beeline, get the wall jump, and immediately go for the Wanderer's Crest, and then just pogo my way to victory.
Oh, I'm sure every fucking speedrunner is gonna spend the rest of the fucking month trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hop out, and I'm going to relax. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will also probably not be streaming Thursday or Friday after this near week-long marathon. I need a little bit of rest. However,
Yes, you do.
hopefully after the week, maybe by next week, we'll see a few more other patches further balancing and tweaking this game. And hopefully some of those patches will have made the general overall experience less of a grind, which means that I will then be willing to hop back in on a new save to start doing the other achievements that I did in Hollow Knight, because I do want to do those, but only once my grievances are fully addressed, because otherwise, Christ.
Yeah.
Trying to do this without dying at all, agony.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't do the 100% Steel Soul run until we get more DLC. Genuinely and specifically because that will give me more options to collect shit that might be less risky than the current base game content. Because there's a lot of danger.
Apparently you can... I have learned that you can unlock Steel Soul without beating the game because my friend made me do it and I didn't know what I was unlocking.
Wait, what?
Apparently, if you go to the extras window in the main menu and you hit left, right, up, down, you can unlock Steel Soul mode without beating the game.
That's funny. Anyway, unlike all the cringe lords who want to skip playing the game normally first, then, I did.
I was very confused, like, what did I just do?
Here's a mode you'll never play.
I'm like, on God, I can't even fucking do normal Hollow Knight.
But yeah. I'm gonna hop out now. Good night, fellas. Good luck with the rest of your playthrough, Draenor, and when you get back to it, the same for you, Ink. I believe in you. Now I can relax. I'm gonna chill out in my other friends' streams while they play, because now I'm done and I can just fucking vibe and watch without worrying about spoilers. I'm free! Yeah. I'm so excited I can watch other fucking people play the game now. I'm done. I did everything. I even found the weird obscure rooms with the strange lore.
There's just so much to unpack.
There's so much to unpack, but at the moment I'm putting the suitcase aside and going to sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, fellas. Is there even anyone to raid at fucking 4:30 a.m.? Can't believe Kazi didn't raid me. Unbelievable. And I thought we were friends. That's a joke, by the way. No raids. Honestly, I'm not surprised so many of you hemorrhaged out afterward. But I'm taking the rest of the week off. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I am fully taking a break. I deserve it after 5 straight days of fucking 15+ hour streams. So, until we meet again next week for more Silksong, stay out of trouble now. Oh my God. Ah, I'm so tired. My neck is stiff. My lips are chapped. But at last, just like the Weavers, I am free!